$1,000 a week. That's $52,000 a year, more than the average American salary, more than most entry-level degrees produce in the first 3 years after graduation. And every single skill in today's video can get you there, starting with less than $100 in your pocket. Not months from now, not after a certification program, within weeks of deciding to start. Today, we go through 10 of them, with exact startup costs, real weekly income targets, and the fastest path from $0 to $1,000 a week for each one. Let's get into it. Number 1. Pressure washing. Startup cost: under $400 for a quality residential pressure washer. Under $100 if you rent for your first 3 jobs and use the income to buy your own equipment. Week 1 target: 2 jobs at $150 each. That's $300. Week 4 target: 8 jobs across the week. That's $1,200. Here's how the math works. A standard driveway job takes 45 minutes to an hour. A patio takes the same. A full house exterior, driveway, paths, fences, decking, takes 3 to 4 hours and commands $300 to $500. 4 full house jobs per week is $1,200 to $2,000. And here's what accelerates this faster than almost any other skill on this list. The results are visible from the street. When you finish a driveway, every neighbor who drives past sees the before and after. You don't need marketing. You need one satisfied client on a street with 12 houses. The same driveway that earns you $150 today becomes a recurring job every 3 months. 4 recurring clients become 16 by the end of the year if each one refers just one person. That's not a side hustle. That's a growing business, built on $100 and a pressure washer. And if you'd rather work with vehicles than property, the next skill reaches $1,000 a week through a completely different route. Number 2. Mobile car detailing. Startup cost: $80 to $120 for a basic detailing kit. Microfiber cloths, interior cleaner, exterior wash, tire dressing, a vacuum. That's it. Week 1 target: 3 basic details at $80 each. That's $240. Week 4 target: 2 basic details and 1 full detail per day, 4 days a week. That's over $1,000. The mobile version of this business has one structural advantage over every other detail business. You go to the client. They don't move. That convenience, the ability to have your car detailed while you're at work, at home, or at the gym, is worth a premium to busy people. And busy people with expensive cars are your best clients. A basic detail takes 2 hours. A full detail takes 4. A ceramic coating, which you can add to your services after 30 days of practice, takes 6 to 8 hours and charges $600 to $1,500 per car. 1 ceramic coating per week, alongside 3 or 4 basic details, puts you well past $1,000 in a single week. The startup investment is under $100. The ceiling is determined by how many clients you can fit in a week, and whether you eventually hire someone to run a second vehicle while you run a third. If you'd prefer work that doesn't require physical effort outdoors, regardless of weather, the next skill reaches $1,000 a week from a desk. Number 3. Copywriting and content writing. Startup cost: $0. A laptop you already own. An internet connection you already have. Week 1 target: 2 small projects at $100 each. That's $200. Week 8 target: 2 retainer clients at $500 per month each, plus project work. That's $1,000 or more per month, growing weekly. This one works differently from the others on this list. The income doesn't come in the first week, but the startup cost is genuinely $0. And the ceiling for someone who develops real skill is higher than almost anything else on this list. Here's the fastest path. You don't start as a generalist. You start as a specialist in one industry. Local businesses, real estate agents, tradespeople, restaurants. Whatever you know, Whatever you've worked in, whatever you understand, you write their website copy, their email newsletters, their social media captions, their service descriptions. A local business owner who is spending 3 hours a week writing content they hate writing will pay $300 to $500 per month for someone to handle it. 2 clients is $600 to $1,000 per month. 5 clients is $1,500 to $2,500 from writing, from a laptop, on your own schedule. And as your portfolio builds, the rates rise. A skilled copywriter with a track record in a specific industry commands $1,000 to $5,000 for a single project. The skill is learnable through free resources. The startup cost is 0. The ceiling is exceptional. Number 4. Lawn care and garden maintenance. Startup cost: $0 to $80 if clients let you use their mower, which many do when you're just starting, or $200 to $400 for a second-hand mower if you prefer your own. Week 1 target: 4 lawns at $40 each. That's $160. Week 6 target: 15 to 20 regular clients booked across the week. That's $600 to $800 per week and climbing. Here's what makes lawn care uniquely powerful for hitting $1,000 a week. The income is automatically recurring. You don't go out and sell the service again every week. The lawn grows. The client books you again. The same $40 job repeats every 2 weeks for the entire season, without you doing anything to make it happen. 20 clients at $40, mowed every 2 weeks. That's 10 jobs per week. That's $400 per week from 20 clients on a fortnightly rotation. Add premium services, seasonal tidy-ups at $150 to $300 each. Hedge trimming at $80 to $150. Garden clearances at $200 to $400. And 20 clients generates $600 to $1,000 per week without adding a single new customer. And every new client you add compounds that number. 30 clients with premium services is $1,200 to $1,500 per week. From a skill that requires 0 qualifications, minimal equipment, and a willingness to show up every week. Number 5. Cleaning services. Startup cost: $30 to $80 for professional cleaning supplies. Most people starting out already own much of what they need. Week 1 target: 2 home cleans at $100 each. That's $200. Week 4 target: 8 to 10 cleans across the week. That's $800 to $1,000. The cleaning business has one quality that no other skill on this list can match. Clients book repeatedly without being asked. A home that is cleaned once a fortnight needs cleaning again in 2 weeks, automatically, without you sending a reminder, making a phone call, or running an ad. 10 fortnightly clients at $100 each is 5 cleans per week, $500. Add 5 weekly clients at $80 each, that's another $400. Total, $900 per week from 15 clients. Getting to 15 clients takes 3 to 6 months of consistent work and word-of-mouth referrals. But once you have them, the income is as close to guaranteed as any self-employed income gets. And the path from 15 to 30 clients, which doubles that number, is simply the same process repeated. Do excellent work, ask for referrals, show up on time, every single time. And if you'd rather work with people than property, the next skill reaches $1,000 a week through a completely different kind of client relationship. Number 6. Dog walking and pet sitting. Startup cost: $0. You need a lead. You probably already have one. Week 1 target: 3 daily walks at $20 each. That's $60. 3 nights of pet sitting at $60 each. That's another $180. Total first week, $240. Week 8 target: a full roster of walking clients plus weekend pet sitting. That's $800 to $1,200 per week. Here's the math that most people miss. You don't walk one dog at a time. An experienced dog walker takes 3 to 4 dogs simultaneously on a single walk. That's $60 to $80 for 1 hour of walking. 4 walks per day, morning, midday, afternoon, early evening, is $240 to $320 per day. 5 days a week is $1,200 to $1,600, without weekends. Add weekend pet sitting, staying with dogs while owners travel, at $60 to $100 per night, and the income rises further. The clients in this business are among the most loyal of any service business. A dog owner who trusts you with their animal does not switch to someone cheaper. The relationship is personal, and personal relationships generate referrals that personal relationships trust. And if working outdoors with animals isn't for you, the next skill does all its work indoors and has one of the highest startup to income ratios on this entire list. Number 7. Window cleaning. Startup cost, $40 to $80. A professional squeegee, a bucket, the right soap, and an extendable pole for upper floors. Week 1 target, 4 residential cleans at $80 each. That's $320. Week 4 target, 8 residential cleans plus 2 small commercial clients. That's $700 to $900. The commercial version of window cleaning is where $1,000 per week becomes straightforward. A small office building with 20 windows, cleaned weekly, might pay $100 to $200 per visit. A restaurant with street-facing display windows, cleaned twice a week, pays $60 to $100 per visit. 5 small commercial clients, each paying $150 per week. That's $750 from 5 clients who book automatically every single week, without you making a single sales call after the initial contract. Add residential clients on top weekend work, filling gaps in the schedule, and $1,000 per week is achievable within 60 to 90 days of starting. The startup cost is under $80. The barrier to entry is a willingness to knock on doors and make the initial pitch. And the pitch is simple. Look at their windows, point to what's dirty, and offer to fix it. Number 8. Furniture flipping. Startup cost, $20 to $80 for sandpaper, paint, brushes, and a first piece of furniture. The furniture itself can often be sourced for free. Week 1 target, flip and sell 1 piece for a profit of $80 to $150. Week 4 target, 2 to 3 flips per week at $100 to $200 profit each. That's $200 to $600. Month 3 target, 3 to 4 flips per week at $150 to $300 profit each. That's $600 to $1,200. The skill here is not just the restoration, it's the eye. The ability to see a scratched, outdated piece of furniture and know immediately what it could become and whether the profit margin justifies the work develops over time. The first flip teaches you something the second one needs. The 10th flip takes half the time of the first, and the market for restored, characterful furniture is growing. As fast fashion collapses and people move toward quality and sustainability, a beautifully restored mid-century sideboard or a painted farmhouse table sells faster and for more than it would have 10 years ago. The startup cost is under $80. The inventory is free or nearly free, and the income scales with the number of pieces you can process per week. Number 9. Tutoring. Startup cost, $0. You need knowledge you already have and a willingness to teach it. Week 1 target, 2 sessions at $30 each. That's $60. Week 8 target, 12 sessions per week across multiple students. That's $360 to $600 per week. Month 6 target, a mix of group sessions and one-to-one premium students. That's $800 to $1,200 per week. The fastest path to $1,000 a week in tutoring is group sessions. Instead of teaching one student for $30 per hour, you teach 4 students simultaneously for $25 each. That's $100 per hour, 3 group sessions per week is $300. 4 group sessions plus 4 one-to-one sessions is $700 to $800. And the demand for specialist exam preparation, SAT, GCSE, A-level, university entrance exams, commands $50 to $80 per hour for one-to-one sessions. 3 of those per week adds $150 to $240 on top of regular tutoring income. The startup cost is $0. The skill is knowledge you already have. And the income scales with how many students you can teach simultaneously. And our final skill today has perhaps the most immediate path to $1,000 a week of anything on this list. Number 10. Handyman services. Startup cost $50 to $100 for basic tools if you don't already own them. Most people starting out already have what they need. Week 1 target, 4 jobs at $80 each. That's $320. Week 4 target, 10 to 12 jobs across the week. That's $800 to $1,000. Here's why handyman work reaches $1,000 a week faster than almost anything else. The jobs are small, and small jobs can be stacked. A shelf installation takes 45 minutes. A door that won't close takes 30. Assembling flat-pack furniture takes an hour. Patching a hole in a wall takes 20 minutes. 4 small jobs in a day is $240 to $320. 5 days a week is $1,200 to $1,600. And here's what most people miss about handyman work. Every house has a list. A mental list of small things that have been needing attention for months. The dripping tap, the loose fence post, the curtain rail that needs moving, the shed door that won't open properly. When someone finally books a handyman, they don't book them for one thing. They work through the list. A 2-hour visit turns into a 4-hour visit. A $120 job becomes a $240 job. And the client who finally has their list cleared becomes a regular. They call you when something new breaks. They give your number to their neighbors, and their neighbors have lists too. 10 skills. Every single one of them can be started with less than $100. Every single one of them can reach $1,000 a week. $1,000 a week is $52,000 a year. That's more than most starting salaries. More than the median household income in many countries. And the path to it doesn't require a degree, doesn't require a platform, doesn't require thousands of dollars in startup costs. It requires a skill, a decision to start, and the willingness to show up consistently until the client base builds. The world keeps getting more digital, more disconnected from anything physical. And the person who can show up with their hands, their tools, and a genuine ability to solve a real problem is becoming rarer every year. Not more outdated, rarer. And rare things have value. Next, we look at 10 skills that print money on weekends. Skills you can run entirely on Saturdays and Sundays without touching your regular week. That's the next video.